Remember when getting into PC gaming meant hunting down a graphics card that wouldn't melt your power supply or drain your savings? Well, back when titles like Crysis 2 were pushing hardware to the absolute brink, cards like the EVGA GeForce GTX 550T were the trusty workhorses sitting inside countless mid-range rigs. Picking up this particular model feels surprisingly hefty, with that classic chunky EVGA cooler shroud that just screams early 2000s hardware nostalgia. It's got a solid build that doesn't feel cheap in the hand, even if the plastic housing has that distinct textured finish we used to see everywhere. Underneath that cooler, the core runs at a punchy 95.1 MHz, paired with a gigabyte of GDDR5 memory riding a 192-bit bus. Now, let's be totally real here. By modern standards, 104 gigabytes per second of memory bandwidth isn't going to break any speed records or max out heavy ray-traced engines. But back in its element, handling DirectX 11 blockbusters and pushing physics calculations through Phys X, this thing punched way above its weight class. Running titles like Duke Nukem Forever dialed down the settings on slightly newer sprawling RPGs, and it delivers a surprisingly smooth ride without stuttering every time an explosion goes off. Hooking it up is straightforward enough, though you will need to feed it juice through a single 6-pin PCI Express connector and make sure your power supply isn't sleeping on the job. Anything under 400 watts is just asking for trouble. The display output selection is a nice touch for its era, giving dual DVI ports alongside a mini HDMI connection, meaning you aren't completely stuck with legacy adapters right out of the box. Sure, running dual-way SLI with one of these might seem like a quirky retro project today rather than a practical upgrade path, but the capability is right there on the board if someone wants to tinker. EVGA even tossed in their precision tuning utility back in the day, giving enthusiasts a little extra headroom to squeeze out every last drop of performance from that shader clock. It's definitely showing its age now, and nobody is building a modern battle station around a 40-nanometer chip from this generation. Yet, seeing it spin up brings back a certain charm, reminding us of an era when hardware felt a bit more rugged and straightforward. If you happen to be resurrecting an older machine for classic gaming sessions or retro LAN parties, this little green team veteran still has just enough kick left to get the job done.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.